boys and girls. It is Wednesday, and we are going to do a lesson. In math, we're going to be recognizing odd and even numbers. So any number that you can think of, 0 all the way to 100, 200, 500, 1,000, and even more. Any number you can think of is going to either be an even number or an odd number. So that's what we're going to learn, how to determine or to recognize those even and odd numbers. So on your screen, you see a word problem. So we're going to work through a story to help us with even and odd numbers. So Josh has 6 cookies. He wants to give them all to his 2 sisters. He wants each sister to have the same number of cookies. Okay, so as you can tell, here are 6 cookies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, can 6 cookies be divided or separated into equal numbers, where each sister will have the same number of cookies? Yes. So one sister has 1, 2, 3. The other sister has 1, 2, 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. So each sister will get 3 cookies. But what if Josh only had 5 cookies? Well, let's see. So one sister has 1, 2, and the other sister has 1, 2. But there's an odd cookie. There's one left. We cannot divide the cookies equally between his sisters. So that means the number 5 is an odd number. When numbers cannot be divided in half equally, we call them odd numbers. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are odd numbers. They cannot be divided equally into 2 groups. Okay, so numbers that can be divided in half equally are called even numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 are even numbers. And I have a little song that's going to help us remember even and odd numbers. So it goes 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even. So I'll sing that again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even. So if you see a number that's a 2, a 4, a 6, an 8, or a 0, not just a 10, but a 0 at the end of that number, then it's going to be an even number, because you can divide those numbers into 2 in half equally. Okay, so moving on, I have some practice for us. So I have shapes. So on this first one, I have some circles. We're going to count how many there are, and we're going to figure out, is that number even or odd? Okay, so let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our number is 5. Is the number 5 even or odd? Well, we can sing our song to see if that number is in our song. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even. Did we say 5? We did not say 5. So that means that it is odd, and I'm going to show you. So I can put 2 in one group, 2 in another group, but then I have that one circle that's left out. I cannot put it in a group where the groups will be even. If it have to be even, that means it has to have the same amount in each group. So since there's one left out, that means that it is an odd number. It cannot be divided in half equally. Okay, moving on. Now I have hearts. How many hearts do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 hearts. So is the number 4 even or odd? Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even. Hey, I heard the number 4 in the song. Did you hear it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even. So in our song, it said 4 was an even number, so the number 4 must be even. And I'm going to show you why. So if I want to divide these hearts into 2 equal groups, So I know I can put 2 in one group, 2 in another group. Do I have any hearts left over? I do not. I can divide these hearts, or the number 4 hearts, into groups equally. So that means the number 4 is even. Okay, let's keep going. Next, I have squares. So let's figure out how many squares we have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the number 9, is the number 9 even or odd? Well, I can sing my song to see if I find that number in my song. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, these numbers are even. I didn't hear a 9, so that must mean that it is odd. So let's group our squares into 2 groups and see if it comes out equally. So I can do, what I'm going to do on this one, since there's a bunch, I'm going to draw 2 circles, and I'm going to draw dots to represent the square. Count to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I counted to 9. Does each group have the same amount? This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this group has 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that equal? They are not equal. So that means it is an odd number. You cannot divide the 9 squares into 2 groups equally. Okay. Doing great. Let's keep going. This time we're going to look at stars. So let's count how many stars we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 stars. Now is the number 7 even or odd? Okay, so I can sing my song. Try to sing it with me if you can remember it. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even. Did you hear a 7 in our song? I did not hear a 7 either. So that means that this number must be odd. We cannot divide it equally. I can put 3 in one group, 3 in another group, but there's that 1 that's left out. So it's an odd number. Okay, because we cannot divide it equally into 2 groups. So the number 7 is odd. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, these numbers are odd. Those numbers are odd. All right, I have one more practice problem. So I have 1 flower. Is the number 1 even or odd? Well, can we divide 1 flower into 2 groups? We cannot divide 1 flower into 2 groups. So we know this number is odd. Okay. So I want to practice with you a couple big numbers. Okay, this is just for practice. What if I said I had the number 23? Is the number 23 even or odd? So as you can tell, this is a 2-digit number. So whenever you have a 2-digit number, you're going to look at the ones place. So you're going to look at that last number to determine if this number is even or odd. So if we're looking at the last number in 23, we're looking at the number 3. Well, is the number 3 even or odd? So if I had 3 jelly beans here, I could put 2 in one group, and then 1 is left, 1 in one group, 1 in the other, and then 1 is left out. So the number 3 is an odd number. So that means the whole number of 23 is an odd number. If I were to get 23 jelly beans and try to divide them equally, I could not. There would be 1 left out. So the number 23 is odd. It is an odd number. Okay, let's do one more big one. What if I said 100? That is a very big number. So is the number 100 even or odd? Okay, so whenever you have big numbers, you're going to look at that last number. And if that last number is even, it's an even number. If that last number is odd, it's an odd number. So the number 0. Is 0 an even or odd number? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even. I didn't hear a 0, but we did have a 10. Remember, 10 ends in a 0. So any number that ends in a 0 is going to be an even number. So the number 100 is even. You can divide that into 2 equal groups. So it is an even number. Okay. There's also something that I like to show you, and I do not have a number line with me, but I'm just going to draw or write a few. Okay, I'm just going to go to 12. Now, every other number is even, or every other number is odd. So, starting at 1, 1 is an odd number. 2 is an even number. 3 is an odd number. Do you see a pattern going? 4 is an even number. So it goes even, odd, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. So if I said the number 13, would that be an even or odd number? Well, since 12 was even, we know that 13 is going to be odd. Okay, so it alternates. In a number line, when you put them in order, it goes from odd, even, odd, even. Okay, so real quick, remember 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These are even. That song is going to help you whenever you're trying to determine if a number is even or odd. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to go to IXL on math. Go to A19. You're going to be trying to figure out even and odd numbers on your own. Okay, so go to A19 on IXL, and if you need help, just give me a call. Remember, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. These numbers are even.